Hello everyone, Crossfire Kitty here, and today I've decided to re-record my video series on the playthroughs of A Knight's Quest. The reason being is because I was listening to my recordings on YouTube and I realized that I had inserted quite a lot of F-bombs. And because generally speaking, I like the videos on my channel to be a little more relaxed and chill and devoid of lots and lots of cursing, I figured it might be a good idea to redo them and replace them as I go along. So some will have the cursing in it from before, but hopefully eventually all of them will be free of the F-bomb. So with that in mind, we will start a new game. So this is our character whose name is Rusty. By the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. And maybe it may not be important to some people, but if you do subscribe, I will be greatly appreciative. But with that in mind, we will continue on. We have the ability to jump. We have the ability to roll. They will tell you about the abilities eventually, I believe, but luckily the character can do them whether they tell you or not. So here's a wall run. Always kind of cool in these games to have those. No double jumps, just a single jump. As far as I remember, you don't get any double jumps, but I could be wrong. That would be kind of cool if I was, but I don't think I am. I also do tend to babble quite a bit, unfortunately. I'm working on it. Maybe someday I'll be less likely to do so, but for the moment, there we are. So we're going to jump over here, and we're going to run into our first little bit of story. It says, wow, looks like you were right, Valy. There's a massive cave under these ruins. This is going to be the one, Rusty. That's Valy. According to my research, there's a huge amount of spirit energy up ahead. There must be a treasure in there. Right? Yeah, I think it's because whenever I haven't played a game for a while and I come back to it, especially when I'm redoing a video, then I tend to get more nervous than anything, and that leads to me saying a lot more stuff than I necessarily need to do, but I will work on that. Up ahead is a sword and shield. You got a wooden sword and shield. Now you can attack and defend yourself. You probably should have brought something like this in the first place. I'm not exactly sure who he's talking to, unless it's himself, but maybe he knows we're here, watching him and helping him move along. So we put the L1 up, he'll hold his shield up, and if you push the circle when he attacks, you can do that, the little parry. You don't have to, of course, you can just attack the creature without the parrying, but I know how to do it, so I do like to do it because it's fun. The worms are pretty easy to parry. Other enemies have more, I would say, tighter parry windows than others and are more aggravating than others, but the worms are generally pretty easy. The skeletons that are small are pretty easy. The bigger bosses are usually more annoying. So I'm going to hold up my shield. Be careful because when you get to the end of these balls, sometimes when you're between this side of the walkway and the next one up there, the balls hit you on the side, they'll knock you off and you'll plummet down below. It's happened to me more than once just because I'm like, I'm fine, and just it hits you right when you're in between the two places and then you go off into the abyss. So here is a lever we're going to pull. And now we can go through, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it because I've already started this introduction like 3 times, because I say I get nervous and I get worried that I'm not doing it just right, and then I end up restarting it. But I do want to get all the trophies. I'm not going to worry about the enemies because they don't drop anything in this cave. And say if I can get all those on the videos, that would be kind of cool, I think. Because even though it might not be a guide, it's still nice, I think, when I'm making a video to do something that maybe is helpful at least to somebody who's watching the video. Even though this one's been out for some time and there's probably better guides out there, I still enjoy providing information when I can. So here is the purple crystal, which will be the bane of our existence for the remainder of the game. Or at least the creature who is inside the purple crystal. And there's nothing in these. I've broken them all before, just boxes. If you want to break boxes for fun, of course, that's always an option. What's this? A note. This chest must be old. I'm surprised this paper is even intact. What does the note say? Warning, this chest shall grant thee power unimaginable. This chest is really amazing. Definitely do not open. Oh well, better luck next time. Are you kidding me? You haven't opened the chest yet? Aren't you curious to see what's inside? Open the damn chest. Make me, stupid chest. I mean, thou art the hero of destiny, and through thy righteous spirit hast passed mine test of integrity. Open the chest and reclaimeth thyneth crowneth. I'm getting some mixed messages here. What do you think, Rusty? What's the worst that can happen? Let's open her up. And I don't know why he's not questioning the note, having all those words on it, but that's fine. It's all good. Of course, everything starts falling to heck. Heck in a handbasket. And we get a little bit of comedy, because why not? This game has a lot of little comedy bits like this, I think. Yep. Now, when you're running away, keep in mind that the character's jumping can be a little floaty from time to time. You know, when you have to make precision jumps, sometimes that can be an issue. Hopefully, it won't be an issue with me this time, but I have fallen off certain objects as I'm trying to run away. Just because, say, the thing can be a little floaty. And there are some things that will actually fall out from underneath you, so you don't want to stay on them too long. But that's pretty typical of this kind of getting out of the cave experience, I think. I don't actually know if those boulders can even hit you. So far as I know, they've never hit me even once, but maybe really try, you can get them to land on you. There's actually more that'll be falling too up here. Yeah, these ones up here, I don't know if you can actually get hit by them, but probably not. And you can see sparkles for whatever reason. When we get in water, our metal arm makes the water sparkle. So we're gonna have another combat thing up here. This with the little skeletons. They say when you push the L1, you can block. It's telling us that now. And you push the circle, you can parry. And once the little stars go away from its head, it can hit you. And if you're very bad at blocking, you can get hit a few times. I don't actually know if you can get hurt here, because there's no health bars or anything here, but maybe if you just stood there and let him attack you, you could. I've never actually died here before, so I don't know for sure. It is an interesting idea, though. Just curious if you can actually, you know, get taken out there, but I just have a feeling you can't. So up here is the part where I usually, if I'm going to have any problems falling down, it'll be this particular thing right here. I mean, not this one, but the one up ahead, sorry. This one's fine. The one that falls, I should say. This one here, if you don't get on it, or if you don't jump off it correctly, then you can end up kind of falling off there. But luckily we're good. The rest of them are usually okay. Yeah, that's the only one, that first one, where I've ever fallen off. And usually when I'm recording. So there's going to be some enemies, you can ignore them. I always do that. And other than getting the rest of the way out, there shouldn't be too many difficulties. Unless you forget how to wall run or something, which will be up here too. Yeah, if you don't know how to do the wall run from the beginning, by now, then you're gonna have issues, I think. But other than that, I think it's fairly straightforward. Now, did anything fall? Oh, they do fall. Huh, I didn't even know they fell. Yes, you have to keep going then. I never really looked back to see if they fell before, but yeah, they were all gone. So now we're going to get our first trophy. And that's the purple crystal, of course, going up into the sky. Always some kind of beam in the sky, isn't it? Or laser beam in the sky. In all the Marvel movies, they have like a laser beam or something in the sky, I think. This isn't what this is, obviously, but once again, babbling on. Just call me Babbling Brook. Knight's Quest. And our first trophy. And we're off. So we are on the beach, and this is Regalia Port City. And you can see the crystal from here. And my amazing hair. And if you go too far out, then you will drown. But luckily, it'll just put you back on the land. Plus, it makes this joke a little more funny. Hey, Rusty. Oh, hey, Jack. How could you go swimming at a time like this? You have a nice swim, huh? I nearly drowned, so, no, I did not have a nice swim. Ha, classic Rusty. You see that floating crystal? Now, what floating crystal? Too busy drowning, huh? I was sitting there sipping on my milk when suddenly, wham, zoom, crackoom. I spilled my milk, Rusty. It's all gone now. No use crying over it, huh? You saw me crying? It wasn't about the milk, I swear. But, that aside, aren't you worried about a big-ass crystal coming out of nowhere? The whole town is freaking out. This could be the end of days. We could run out of milk. So you can talk to him some more, and you'll have a whole banter thing, but I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think it really adds to anything. Roll. And I don't think you can look at the map or anything until you get to the town village and have a whole cutscene there. I'm not going to worry about doing this guy's quest right now because I want to try to get the item he needs first. Sometimes you get it while fighting the enemies in the beginning and sometimes you don't, but if I don't get the item, then I don't want to have to worry about him right away. I want to try to have as much of his quests in one video as I can, so you'll want a cloak to wipe his butt with. That's the kind of quest it's going to be. And they'll need other items to wipe his bottom afterwards. So yeah, very, very strange quest. We can do that pretty much anytime later on. And hopefully all at once. Shattered a mountain, nearly drowned, summoned a floating crystal. Be cool, Rusty. It's not like anyone knows you're responsible for any of this. Order, everyone stay calm. As your mayor, I assure you that we are doing everything possible to kill the giant purple crystal in the sky. Oh God, the crystal is alive? Have no fear, my citizens. I consult the finest necrobarristers in the land, and they've informed me that the dead people have no rights. With a little teamwork, we can stab them with pitchforks and be done with the whole mess in no time. I love pitchforks. I love stabbing the undead. But what about the crystal? Finally, a use for all those pitchforks I wasted our budget on. I have a plan. It had better involve pitchforks. And what is your definitely pitchfork-related plan, Valy? Whatever is happening here is more powerful than any of us can imagine. That crystal is generating enough spirit energy to destroy the whole kingdom. We should call on the Guardians for help. It's pretty much their only job to keep our world safe. Yay! That's brilliant. Well done. Oh. Really? Great. It shouldn't be hard to find the Guardians. Rusty and I can get started, right? Guardians? Since when have the Guardians helped anyone but themselves? No, no, no. I'm thinking about the Spirit Knights. Spirit Knights? That's just a fairy tale. Gather round, everyone, and listen to the tale of the Spirit Knights, the 3 strongest warriors in the whole kingdom of Regalia. First, there is Henry the Great, the Spirit Knight of Wind. Blessed by wind and sky, he could breeze through any situation. Legends say he once saved an entire village of orphans from a raging fire using only his pecs. Next was Rocky the Rockman, the Spirit Knight of Fire. He was a martial arts master, fast and furious like a raging fire. Smoldering with the heat of 1,000 suns, he could unleash devastating strikes at blazing speeds. Finally, Ivan the Ice Bro, the Spirit Knight of Ice. Cool and strong as ancient ice, he was unstoppable. It's said that nothing could crack through that thick frozen skin of his. He was the bad boy of the group. Okay. Together they formed the Spirit Knights, watching over us all, from icy mountain to fiery desert to gusty forest. That's the legend, my dear, and as we all know, legends are basically facts to be taken at face value. Does that answer your question? I didn't ask a question? Good. Well, since there are no further questions, you and Rusty make yourself useful for once and find the Spirit Knights. And make sure you find all 3. They form a forceful trifecta. I had something for this. Right. Rusty, I'm sure he's around somewhere? What are you talking about? He is right there. Oh, haha, of course. I knew he was here and not somewhere, not here, because then he wouldn't be here, which he is. Of course he is. Stop that. Anyway, if there are no objections, meeting adjourned. So we have a mission to go and do that. And it'll show us about the map up here, I believe. So now we can look at the map. So if you look there, you'll see our quest is going to be here. You can accept it. And when you do that, you can activate it as well by pushing the square. And now it'll be on our map as the yellow one, which shows the active quest. And nothing is available to us except the actual quest that we're on now. All this stuff will be open when we come back, though. Well, not all of it, but the town will be open when we come back, which is over there. So I'm going to come over here and grab a item. It's a healing fruit of some sort. Got a oh, it's a nut. Never mind. It's a prickly nut, which will heal us. Rusty! Hey! I was worried about you. I lost your signal just in that explosion. Are you okay? And you can see he's got heart for eyes, so he really is into her. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little bump on the old noggin. Well, good, because we don't have any time to waste. The mayor's idea is a wild goose chase. He must think we know nothing about the Spirit Knights to leave out the most important part of the legend. Huh, right. I know, right? Who doesn't know the most important thing about the Spirit Knights? Hey. The most important thing is... friendship? The most important part is that the Spirit Knights were chosen specifically by the Guardians. That was my next guess. That might be an important piece of the puzzle, though. Not for the reason the mayor thinks. If we have to find the Spirit Knights, then the closest place to start is the Forgotten Temple. Right, the Forgotten Temple, which is in the direction of... It's west, Rusty. If you would let me finish, then you'd know I was about to say it's west. Be careful, Rusty. It's been a long time since anyone went into Forgotten Temple. It's easy to forget how dangerous it is. I guess that's why it's not called a memorably safe temple. Head west to the Forgotten Temple. In the meantime, I'm going to do some more research in the Spirit Nights, or into. I'll be in contact with you over your headphones. And sorry if I stumble my words. I think that's when I get nervous. I also not good at reading sometimes. Mainly when I'm recording. Okay, so we are going to be at the temple field. And the collectibles that are slimes have popped into existence. I don't think you can find any before you go into this area. Guess that's our castle over there. It's a big place. A lot of workmanship went into this place. I mean, this place alone is huge. But what we're going to do right now is get another trophy. If you come across here, you'll get a key. Very nice place. Yeah, it's very nice. I wouldn't mind, other than the creatures living here, it's probably a pretty nice place to live, I imagine. So this is our key and a trophy. Ooh, shiny for that. And there's keys all over the place we can collect. If you look at the map, you can also see where we are. It will tell you how many collectibles there are in any given place. So there's 8 slimes, 10 keys, and 1 dark energy of some sort. You beat it by, or you get it by defeating a certain kind of enemy, which there's only 1 of them in this area. So if we come along here, if you look down over the edge, you'll see a slime. You can only get it from up here, so we'll get that. Sometimes I go too far and go right past it, but luckily not this time. Ugh, slimy. So we got our first slime, because once you're down here, you know, you're not very good at jumping in water. There is ability to run on water later, so you maybe could have gotten it then, but I don't know if you can jump that high even then. So since there is a treasure chest over here, I might as well grab this real quick before we go back on our main quest. And this is a random item. Sometimes it's money, sometimes of course it's ore. Another key there. I think some items are always the same, but these seem to be like they're random. And maybe it'll give us money. Nope, tingle fruit. All right. And now we're just going to move on to the main quest again, which is in that direction. And we will grab some money from the barrels as we can, because we will need that eventually to buy some items from the stores up ahead. Or not in this, it won't be in this video, but it'll be in a couple of videos, I think. Nope. Oh, I didn't even know that was there. Oh, that's great. Well, that's a good time to show that you can actually get rid of stuff. So I'm going to discard the duty. I do not need that. There might be a quest for that at some point, but not yet. So over here along the pathway to our mission, there is a slime right on this wall of rock. And a mushroom. Now the mushroom I think is a little different. It deals some damage but also heals some damage. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't think I really want that right now, but that was what it's for. It'll damage you but also heal you in other ways, because there's different kinds of damage in this game, so I'd rather have the health potions personally. Usable items are shown on the left bottom side. So if you look on the left, you can see the items. We can scroll through them. And the other arrows will be for other items. These slimes are generally not hostile, but if you attack them, then they'll attack you back. Now that's only for the green slimes. There's some other ones that are different colors that may be more likely to attack you. So it says permanent damage. Some damage can inflict lasting damage. Reducing the size of your health bar, use a bandage to heal it. So if your health bar turns red, the red will be the part that you need to heal with a bandage. But yeah, these slimes in general, if they're green, they will pretty much ignore you unless you attack them. And do try to get money, of course, when you can, because we'll need that later. Which I probably just said a second ago. I'm going to try to practice my, well, not rolling. I was trying to practice my falling down, apparently. Yep, gonna do that. All right, let's practice this pairing. Can you hit me from up there? Oh, I wasn't sure if they could hit me from up there. I guess so. Yeah, you're using a wooden sword and shield, so it's not gonna be as strong, as effective. That's the word I'm looking for. Another potion, good. You can only hold, I think, 5 of any given item, unfortunately. But, yeah, once you get to 5, that's it. And, of course, you only have a very small inventory to begin with, but we will be able to upgrade that at some point. Do I need to fight you? I don't know. Will you even see me? Okay. I'll fight them later. I'm just trying to hurry things along, and they're kind of wasting my time. So up here is... Oh, actually, let's take care of you. Because I don't want them to annoy us when we're trying to get to treasure chest. Which will be coming up in a moment. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it'll be better when we get our better sword, but that's alright. I just don't want them to be in the way whenever I'm getting the treasure chest. So over here on the wall is a slime. I think it's a white slime. Yes, it is. Or whitish. Yeah, pretty much white. I wasn't sure it had a little bit of blue tint to it, but I didn't see any. So now we're going to come over on this little wall here. We're going in that direction, but we're going to come up on this wall. And hopefully I'll be able to do this correctly the first time, but if not, it's not a big deal. We can just repeat it. Always have to watch out for the stars disappearing, because then you'll know they can hit you. But luckily, as long as you have your shield up, I don't think they can hit you, really. So we're going to get this. Thank you for telling me that right in the middle. Over here. I don't think you actually really need to roll, because I don't think this is... You can make it whether you roll or not, so it's better just to go regular running. Unless you get towards the end and don't think you have time, I guess, but sounds like we're good. There you go. And now this should be a key. Another item. This should be a key in there. There we go. So now that's our third one. And if we look on our map. Okay, apparently... Oh, I'm over here. So that's the first one of this area. But we had gotten into another place. Okay. I didn't realize they were separate areas for some reason. So now we're going to move on to the temple. The Forgotten Temple. That's where we're going. Nope, we actually are here. So this is the Forgotten Temple. And there's lots of money, hopefully. And a bandage, that's good for our lasting damage if we do need it. There you go. And we have to move this out of the way. Sometimes when you're by an enemy and there should be a prompt, the prompt will not show up until you get rid of the enemy. So there could be a treasure by the enemy. Sometimes you have to get rid of the enemy before you can actually pick up the treasure. It's just one of the mechanics of the game, unfortunately. So if we're going to meet one of the guardians here, I believe it's a guardian anyway. Or he's a guardian. That arm! What arm? Whose arm? I don't have any arms. I must have that arm. Backflip for style. So I'm going to go ahead and grab... thank you very much, game. It just tells you about powering up your weapon, even though you don't even use it right away, so I don't really know why they told you at that particular moment. You cannot power up this weapon at all, so they told me at a time when you can't do anything. And the enemies don't... You can do it by hitting the enemies, but I've hit enemies before, and nothing was being powered up, so... Sorry, arm stranger, I should not have demanded that you give me your arm. It was rude, emborsed, and other adjectives. I'm just a little frazzled. I was meditating in the Forgotten Temple when I felt a huge quake. Before I knew what was happening, horrible monsters had overtaken the temple. So I got out while the getting was good, but there's still someone trapped in there. Are you here to help? I'm looking for the Spirit Knights. Are you one of them? Hee, that's a good one. Spirit Knights, you say. Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you, arm stranger. You see that driftwood on your back? Oh, this? This is my whacking stick. Well, lucky for you, I think it's time for an upgrade. I found this sword and shield in the Forgotten Temple. I'll trade them for your whacking stick. Metal weapons are too heavy for me, what with these noodle arms, so you take it. You'll need them if you're heading deeper into the temple. So you got those, your power has increased. With these you can cast powerful wind magic. So now we can charge it. See, I didn't hit any enemies, and now suddenly I could do that. So, you know, I mean, this game, when it comes to the tutorials, if you were making a game and you were giving a tutorial how to charge your weapon, wouldn't you give it to the player when you could actually charge up your weapon? I mean, that just seems like the best time to do it, not at a time when pushing the button to charge your weapon literally does nothing. But with that being said, we're going to continue on just so that he can interrupt our leaving. So that's it. You're taking the sword and just leaving me here. Not even a thank you. They should call this place the Temple of Forgotten Manners. Wait, something's not right. Monsters, show me what you can do, arm friend. The funny thing is, you go and talk to him, he says exactly the same thing, so I might as well do something rude so he can accuse me of being rude first. Now, whenever you do the parry, you have like a charge on you, and it will be applied to the next enemy. So it's kind of helpful. Wait, that arm of yours. I think I've got an idea. All your ideas seem to involve me parting with my arm at some point. No, not this one. Did you ever, I don't know, try casting a tornado out of it? How do I do that? So you push the R2 once you got your spirit charged up. But it will also charge on its own, so as you can see. And personally, I don't like these guys. They're annoying. Let me see if I can... Oh, you missed. I mean, you can parry their thing. It's just easier to take them out than to worry about them, you know. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I did a slow motion dodge. I didn't realize. Yeah, sometimes whenever you're trying to sit there and parry something, it's just easier to take them out. Hee hee, thanks for saving my bacon, arm friend. You're tougher than you look. Now go help that guy trapped in the temple. How do you know he needs help? He, no longer has a sword or shield. There's no time to explain. You've got to help him. Alright, well, thank you. I will do that. And you couldn't have gone past him because before you get the wind, you can't go past this door. Yep. I say that would make cute little pets. I mean, strange cute little pets, but you know. Valy, I just shot wind out of my metal arm. Is that normal? No, Rusty, that's not normal. At all. How did that happen? A crazy old man in a mask gave me a sword and shield and told me to shoot a tornado out of my arm. Very funny. Goodbye, Rusty. I don't know why she was calling me, though, because she's the one that called me. But however... I always try to do that one jump for, or one smooth action, but it doesn't really matter. Hold down the attack button to charge a powerful attack that consumes spirit energy. Charge longer to consume more spirit. Because wasn't it saying something about that before? I'm not even going to worry about them. The thing about these is that they attack too soon for you to charge up your power. So I'm charging my power, right? And if he hits you, he makes it so you lose your charge. So I found for these, if you really want to, you can do that and then charge it up. Because they're stunned, so they can't attack you, and thus they can't, you know, interrupt your charging, but... So it's fine. And even these guys, since our weapon's not that powerful at the moment, it doesn't really take them out with, you know, what you do. It's not strong enough to completely take them out, but I guess it does stun them for a second. So this, we're going to do this and go around. Hopefully I won't fall off the log. Sometimes I do, but if I do, it's not a big deal. Just gonna give us a nice little chest. Please don't fall. Okay. And I think it's just money, but we'll see. Yep, lots of money. Could always do with more of that in this game. Oh, actually made it. Now we're going to go across this thing, and it's going to tell us about not being able to use our powers when we're in the water. It says Rusty's water and magic, or magic and water. Rusty's equipment is not waterproof. He can still perform most actions, but any magical abilities won't work in water. And we won't be able to get over there until we get the fire. However, we do need to open this gate. And we're going to go ahead and do this one. If you miss it and go down, you can come back up again. There's a way to come back up with these columns. You can just come back up them if you need to. Hey. I forgot there is a downward hit. I never really use it, but... Okay. Let me move this. Oh, yeah, you can't hit it against them. Oh, that was good. Oh, it's weird. Oh, okay. Wow, they don't usually all come over here. Is that all of them? Oh, there must be one I missed. Yeah, there's one. I guess I'll take the bones. I think that's close enough. Yeah, I usually don't have that many come over at once, but oh, that's fine. See, they're not very powerful at this moment. I need to go a little further. Actually, I don't think I can hit it from there anyway. And there's one over here. Not here. Might as well get the money and such. Another bomb. Bandits. We're only hurt a little bit. Up here. Now we can get up there and get the other one. I just want to see if I can do a downward hit. Interesting. I never really used that attack on them, but I'm not even sure how much damage it does on them. Now we can go back up again and get the last one over here. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't like to grab the things when you jump at them. And let's see how much stuff we have. One more slot. Okay. I'll probably leave that one blank until I get a certain item. Right, so we'll just pull that lever. Pull the lever! And then we can leave this little area. I guess they wanted to do that so you can learn all about the power of levers. There are just over there. Others. I missed you. I think that's all the enemies. Alright. So I'll move this back. Game likes this kind of stuff that's, I don't know if we call it wasting your time, but sometimes I think this kind of mechanics is kind of a time padding kind of thing. Whether intentional or not. That's how I kind of feel about these kind of mechanics sometimes. If I ever make a game, I'm going to make a game where you think there's a puzzle, and then you realize if you just talk to the person that's in the room with you, they'll just give you the key. Like, never mind, you didn't have to do a puzzle, because really in real life, there would be no puzzles like this. That's okay. Can't even jump up here for some reason. Thank you. I'm never going to make a game because I don't know how to actually make a game or code, but I don't know. Seems like it'd be cool if I did know how. So we're going to learn how to parry. You can parry the arrows. And yep. I do want to learn how to do some coding, but I feel like there's so much intricacies that go into games these days that mine would be really basic. And yeah. I mean, it would be obviously nothing like this game, which has so many details and so many people that made it. Mine would probably just be a very simple side-scrolling, and some of those are really complicated. Obviously, if you look at Hollow Knight, that one's pretty complicated. Mine would probably be just like a couple of levels or something. You know, just to learn, basically. I don't know how to compose music. I know how to do some artwork, like whimsical artwork, but I wouldn't say I was I'm not like a professional artist or anything. I just like to draw stuff once in a while. And I played a certain amount of games, so maybe that would help me. But knowing my ability to not get things done even when I want to, I don't see myself actually ever doing it. I guess you'll know if you ever see a game with my name on it, but yeah. Once again, kind of just babbling on, because once I get onto a subject, I tend to just go with it. So I'm going to jump down there, and that guy's going to shoot me with an arrow, so we're going to try to parry the arrow. He's the only one that can see you. And I can't see the arrow, so I'm really bad at parrying. Thank you. Yeah, he's the only one that can see you. For some reason, when it comes to arrows, I'm just not very good at seeing them. So that's the reason I usually miss them, but thought I was gonna fall for sure. Okay. There's a couple of coins over there, but I'm not gonna worry about getting them right now. And there's a fruit. Oops. Yeah, we have one fruit, which is a healing item. I guess we'll go ahead and get another one. So you can hold 5 of them. One dingle fruit. Diggity. I guess they didn't want anyone coming here except the Spirit Knights, since that's a very specific way to get across the bridge. I'm gonna ignore you. I don't feel like fighting you right now. And there's gonna be ones that have like little tongues that pop out. But I'm gonna ignore them too. They'll like grab you with their tongues sometimes. Now this item, you can see there's no prompt on it. They say whenever there's an enemy nearby, they'll make it sometimes so you cannot pick the item. I don't know why it is they do that, but I've just noticed that if there's a chest or something, now that they're gone, we can get the item. And these are the skeletons that were on the other side, or we saw from the other side. I got them. Okay. And then we're going to use our wind on this, it's not really a lever, it's not sure what the heck this was called. It's gonna open the gate though. And there's a little chest over here. A potion inside. Okay, we can only have so many potions, so we have to come back. Let me see what we got. Yeah, we have 5 of them. I guess I'll use that one real quick. Might as well. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Because we were hurt, so we couldn't really use it. So it was kind of pointless. But that's right, I'll go ahead and get another one. Because we're actually going to have a healing item, healing pool coming up ahead, so should be alright until then. And take out these guys. There is a skeleton above that has a arrow. Thank you. And sometimes he will try to hit you. There it is. I see him up there. Did he die too? Oh, he might have. For some reason, sometimes he'll try to hit you over the side, and if he hits you when you're, you know, on that powerful, you'll bounce back up and hit him. So I might have done that. Okay, good job. Only when I'm recording would I do that. Thank you. Yep, he's gone. He's usually here. You can see this is a coin from him. He apparently tried to hit me over the side. Don't ask me how an arrow can bend over the side, but it does. And because of that, he got it back. Oh, now we're gonna go down here and get this one. Go down over here. There's another chest over here. I guess I should have gotten that when I fell down. Bomb inside, but we can't get in our inventory. As you can only have 5 bombs. That's very random, so you never know what you're gonna get. And then we have to go around inside of here and hit the other side of this block. Block, I can't talk. There you go. And then another one on top of it. If you mess up the puzzle, as it were, you can reset it by turning that item there. I don't know what to call it. It's not a lever, but I don't know what to call it exactly. Now, what would you call this thing? It's not a gear. It's not a lever. Oh, I forgot. I usually do that right away. Here's a piston. Let me go over here and have them... Okay, if you turn to the one I actually want you to turn to, that'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, as in most games, the targeting on this thing is not that good. I find most games that have targeting, though, to often not target where you want it to target. I mean, I don't know any game that has targeting that will not prior towards the worst enemy in the battlefield over another. You know, there could be an enemy right here trying to target it, and what will it target? It will target the enemy way across the screen. It's like, the enemy is about to hit me. I would like to hit the enemy in front of me. I do the targeting thing, but because it's targeting the enemy across the screen, when I attack, it acts as though the enemy there is not even there, and it misses. I mean, I'm assuming I'm not the only one that's experienced this. I just don't know why it is, after so many games that are out, that no one seems to be able to get targeting correct. or at least what I would consider to be correct. But maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. So we have a space still. There's going to be an enemy right here. Let me see if I can... Oh, I did do it. I did do him a little bit. His a parry window is like right before he hits you, unfortunately, but luckily everything turned out well since we had myself powered up. Now when we try to leave the area, which is at this round grassy thing, a bunch of enemies will pop up. But they're pretty easy, you just have to parry them. Thank you. And I always miss the last one, but I'm sure I'll find it eventually. I cannot see. There you go. There's one up. Oh, that one's already activated. And then I think there's one... oh, I see him now. Not even there. Thank you. Yeah. And the other one's over here. You missed. Right. I never said I was very good at these games. I just say I like them. I like playing them. Doesn't mean I'm good at them. The main thing is not to get too frustrated with myself when I don't do things perfectly on the first time or second time and maybe third time or even more. Main thing is not to give up. That is the main objective. Do not give up. Keep trying, and hopefully I'll eventually get to where I need to go. So this is William the Snail. Or Alexander. Alexander the Snail. Alexander the Great. Greetings, fellow traveler. I see you're in need of some healing. Yes. Then I got the solution for you. Alright, I'm listening. For a low price, you can use my healing well that will cure all that ails you. Well, how about it? 5 gold? Sure. Hold on, here we go. Oh, we almost got 900 gold almost, or more than 900 gold, I mean. Enjoy. So you can get in there, it'll heal you up, which is nice. And so we just got a hoof from that satyr. I thought they're called satyrs. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's the word. And once you get to the boss arena, it saves. Which is good because sometimes getting to the boss arena can be kind of annoying. So this is going to be General Windpipe or whatever it said. I might not have gotten the right word, but we're going to be fighting the boss here in a moment. And either it'll go really well or it'll be semi-annoying. Just depends. So here is a guy. This is the knight. Is it just me, or is that a naked dead guy? That must be the spirit knight of wind we're looking for. But why is he naked? I'm gonna poke him with a stick. Wait, he might just be unconscious? I can't find a stick. All I have is this sword. No, don't poke him with the sword. That's so much worse. Do you see stars above his head? That means he's knocked out. That would make things a lot easier in real life. Fine, no poking. This time. Though I'm sure someone... You are the one who opened the chest. Why'd you say the one who opened the chest? Like it's got menacing capital letters. The gauntlet. I must have the gauntlet. Now. This is your way of making friends. I've got a sword who's really lonely, if this is your way. So, yeah. Say usually he's not too difficult, but just depends. Yeah, sometimes he does wind at you, and then other times he actually hits you, so it's kind of hard to tell which one he's going to do for me. He's going to tell us about the powers. Some enemies have impenetrable barriers. You can break them using magic spells or parrying an attack. So you can either do that or you can parry, but his wind-up is so long. Oh, I actually got it that time, and he fell over. Okay. Don't know what that was. It seems kind of pointless when I'm that far away from him, but however. Okay. Yeah, I feel like his windup is so long that it's hard to tell when to do it sometimes. I actually was just surprised that I got that one. Hey, turn around. Yeah, you have to wait, like, really to the last second, it seems like. But actually, that was the best I've done so far. I usually don't get 2 parries on one fight, so... Now he's gonna bring out his little dowel thing. All bosses have an elemental weakness. Can you find it? Well, I have exactly 1 ability, so, you know. For some reason, when he holds the dowel up, then he becomes weak to the elemental abilities. I don't know why. So, yeah, once he does that, he becomes more weak. I don't know why that is, but... And then this happens by not... They want you to go behind it so that he runs into it, basically. Because he's going to be spinning around until he does. Hey, get away. I say this boss fight isn't particularly difficult, but it is what it is. And for some reason, whenever you hit him again, then he becomes that stuff on him again, but he's not... I mean, he's like this, but you can still hit him, so I don't know. You see, he does that, so I don't really know why. He's not the rainbow color from before, it's just, you know. Can I? Oh. There you go. He's gonna be another wind thing, so we'll go around and find this. It's not going too badly. I mean, it's not the best, but it's fine. Come on. Okay. I was trying to use my power to see if it would work. Hey, come on, hit me. Oh, well, that doesn't help. Oh, okay. Usually don't knock him over that many times. Oh, I thought I was going to get him all the way. Alright, that was actually pretty good for me. Not bad for a beginner. He may not be able to read very well sometimes, but that fight went pretty good, I think. Now we're going to have a little dance. And we got his helm. Rusty, you said that crazy old man gave you a sword and shield, right? Yeah. Does it have a weird gear symbol on it? Yeah. This could be huge. Hurry back to town. I need to see this. So we're just gonna skip right past the fact I just had to fight a giant skeleton who was using a smaller skeleton as a weapon? I mean, she didn't see it, so, you know. So whenever you use this to teleport out of the arena or teleport in general, sometimes the game will put you up in the air for some reason. And sometimes it gives you damage, but most of the time you're okay, I think. Exit the arena, yes. You can go talk to the night guy. We'll try to, he's asleep still. Oh, yeah, it does that quite a lot. But it's usually only, the teleporter, I think, the normal teleporter, which we don't get for some time, that will actually hurt you, I think. So this will give us a trophy for getting this. Got a health upgrade. Your maximum health will be increased. Your health will be totally filled. Thank you. And we get a trophy. And then I'm going to go back and fight the creature we could not fight. I don't think I mentioned him, but there's a creature on the way that we could not fight because he's got a shield on him. And the only thing I would say is that He might sometimes use a different shield, but we'll see. I'm not sure if that's always true. But I know that you can break it with your wind power. And if you do that, you'll get a special item, which you can only get from the Dark Phantoms. They don't forget your money. Definitely. Oh, no money. That's fine. Okay, so I restart this a couple of times here because it's weird. I know that I can fight this guy over here, but I don't know it's because it's random as to what abilities he has. Yeah, sometimes he'll have a fire ability, sometimes he'll have the ice ability. As you can see, they're both there. And sometimes you can attack him and then other times you can't. So it's just very weird. I'm going to try to make sure there's no other enemies. Okay. He's not doing anything to him, but you can parry him still. You just have to get the right timing. And it can be awkward. So I'm trying not to get the other enemy to follow me. It's like I've beaten this enemy before, and most of the time I've come over here, I've been able to blow his powers off or his shield off. But for some reason, now I start recording, suddenly he's got the power that I can't get rid of. It's very strange. And that time I did. So now I got rid of his shield. There we got the trophy. I say I never had a problem getting rid of the shield by just using the wind power. But this one time I'm recording, I come out and he's using a power that I can't get rid of by using the wind power. That's fine. As you could see, or you did see, I was able to parry him. So get rid of the shield either way. Thank you. And we got a new item from him, which was the special thing, which is this monster essence, a particular rare item found only after killing a dark enemy. I just like filling the spikes. I don't even remember what the item is for. If you can use it to buy something, I cannot remember what it was for at all. But I think you get a trophy if you get them all. So we already took out the chest. I'm not going to worry about every enemy because the video is already long enough. And we're going to get back to town. Get 2 more slimes. And get to Valy's house. And I think we'll be finished for this video. And so I'm going to be replacing the ones with cursing as we go. And eventually all of them will be the new ones. Alright, almost back to the town. We just have to go across the bridge. But before we do that, well, actually, yeah, before we do that, there's a little slime on this side of the bridge. And I need to remember all the connections of places you can go because there's that. And of course, there's the one we went to, but it's saying there's also one. It's saying there's. I mean, no, I guess there's just one. Anyway, it shows you all the connections are when you look at your map. But first, we're going to come over here and go to this outcrop, I guess it's called. And there's a slime over here on this rock. Well, that is a blue one. Okay. And then we can go. It's going to tell us something, I think, about the exits. The compass shows nearby areas as well as your active current quest. So yeah, you can see on the map there's different exits. And of course the yellow shows the quest we're on. There's one there, 2 over there apparently, 1 there, and then it shows there's 2 over there. So I'm not sure exactly which one is which, but we'll deal with that eventually. Alright, hey Valy, what's up? Rusty, come to my house, hurry. We made it back to the port. Whatever the name is. I'm getting tired because it's 2 in the morning. And as usual, I cannot seem to get these things done in a timely manner. Because it seems like I've started a long time ago. I kept having issues where I need to restart. So, not because I was doing or saying something I didn't care for, the video was having issues in general, the recording stuff. But everything hopefully is okay now. So we're gonna go back to Valy's house. And there's gonna be a slime under her stairs for some reason. And of course this place wasn't open before, and it is obviously now. So one right there. That's our 5th slime. And then we will go into the house after we read the sign. You don't have to read it, obviously. It says, use your powers. Everyone else go away. So Rusty has his powers. Climb the ladder. And we can go through. I don't know if she usually has kind of a strange thing to have for your door, but however. And now we're in Valy's house and lab. And you can change the radio station if it's a little loud, which it always is. She has a very cute house, I think, with a bed and a fireplace, and it seems like it'd be kind of warm. But anyway, it seems like a very nice place. There's also here that I discovered that my character is either very short or the table is very high, as well as all the other furniture, which seems to be very tall compared to my character. I mean, literally, I'm shorter than the arms of the... Well, yeah, my hair isn't, but my head is pretty much slightly higher than the arm of the chair, which is, you know, it's fine. It's just not something I really ever thought about before. So we're gonna stop here because it's 2 in the morning. And I don't know how it took me so long to record this episode, but in any case, luckily it is finished. So if you enjoyed this, please let me know. Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.